social distancing guidelines and wearing masks unless you're speaking. I apologize we're doing this outside, but again, we're trying to abide by the university's fall semester guidelines. Before we get started, I just want to clarify the four speakers today will have brief comments. They won't be taking any questions. The full settlement will be posted here shortly on the University of Utah's website at theu.utah.edu. My team has also got physical copies for people as well. On behalf of the McCluskeys, we want to welcome their invited guests. And on behalf of the university, I want to welcome Dr. Chris Linder, who's an associate professor of educational leadership and policy, as well as a special assistant to President Watkins on violence prevention and director of the university's new Center for Violence Prevention. I want to welcome Marlon Lynch, who's the university's chief safety officer, and welcome Dr. Lori McDonald, who's the university's vice president for student affairs. Again, speaker order this morning will be President Ruth Watkins, followed by Dr. Jill McCluskey and Dr. Matt McCluskey, and then we'll end with Ms. Ayana Amici, who is the University of Utah Student Body Vice President. Thank you. With that, I'll turn it over to President Watkins.
Good morning. On behalf of the entire University of Utah community and myself personally, I want to express how sincerely sorry we are for the McCluskeys' profound loss of their daughter, Lauren, a stellar student, a gifted athlete, and a person we were honored to have at the University of Utah. I'll now read a formal statement from the university. The University of Utah has worked collaboratively with the McCluskey family to reach a settlement in the death of their daughter, Lauren. The university acknowledges and deeply regrets that it did not handle Lauren's case as it should have, and that at the time, its employees failed to fully understand and respond appropriately to Lauren's situation. As a result, we failed Lauren and her family. If these employees had more complete training and protocols to guide their responses, the university believes they would have been better equipped to protect Lauren. We share with the McCluskeys an interest in working to improve campus safety for all students, not only on our campus, but on campuses across the country. With our commitment to learning from our mistakes, we honor Lauren and we ensure that her legacy will be improved campus safety for all students. We are engaged in making meaningful and lasting changes in our approach to campus safety, particularly in how we respond to and assist crime victims through focusing on research-based approaches to violence prevention. We believe that these changes will build a culture of safety that prioritizes the needs of crime victims and provides them with the full response and support that they need, while recognizing that this is an ongoing process that takes time, resources, and our complete commitment. Thank you.
Thank you to everyone who came here on this solemn occasion as we remember and miss Lauren on this anniversary of her death that occurred 2 years ago today. We acknowledge and applaud the many positive changes that have occurred at the University of Utah since her death, and we hope they continue. This settlement is important for many reasons. It addresses how Lauren died, but it also honors how she lived. All the money from the settlement will go to support the Lauren McCluskey Foundation missions, which include campus safety, animal welfare, and amateur athletics. $10.5 million comes from the company that insures the University of Utah. And we are hopeful that this will cause insurance companies worldwide to view campus police who do not respond to women with urgency as a risk. And we hope that that changes policy nationwide. The remaining $3.5 million is being donated directly to campus safety programs at the Lauren McCluskey Foundation. We intend to do important things with this that will make campuses safer nationwide. So track and field was a very important part of Lauren's life. She was a very hard worker, and she was honored to be a member of the track and field team at the University of Utah. During the winter months, when the athletes cannot practice inside, they had to commute to the Olympic Oval, which is about a 45-minute commute. We, as part of this settlement, the University of Utah has pledged to build an indoor track facility or an indoor athletic facility that will include an indoor track, and it will be named after Lauren. With this, we are honored that she will always have a presence on the campus and helping the athletes and the sport that Lauren was so dedicated to. We are also honored that her name will be associated with the Center for Violence Prevention. And we applaud what the Center for Violence Prevention stands for and what they're doing. Most of all, we have hope for the future, and we hope not only that the University of Utah is a safer place, but that campuses will be safer nationwide because of what we are doing with the foundation. Thank you all.
Oh, sorry, I apologize for that.
Thank you, everyone, for coming today. This is the second anniversary of Lauren's passing. So I don't have much to say after Jill summarized it very well. I will say that Jill was the leader for the Lauren's Promise, which is where professors voluntarily put a promise on their syllabus to help any student who is threatened, to help them find the resources they need. And this has not only become nationwide, it's actually worldwide. And this was totally Jill's initiative, and it's catching like wildfire across the world. The Lauren McCluskey Foundation is based on 3 missions. 2 of them celebrate Lauren's life, and that is she really cared about animals, and so animal welfare is one part, and we've already made the Lauren McCluskey Cat Wing in Pullman, Washington, which has greatly expanded the number of cats and kittens that can be sheltered there. The second part of Lauren's life that was very important, as was mentioned, is amateur athletics. And so here at the University of Utah, actually, there's a very large scholarship named after Lauren. And so we're continuing to do scholarships in Lauren's name. And the third part, which is very important, is campus safety. And this is the part that requires the most planning and thought. And I think this is what we are most, in some sense, interested in talking to the experts and making sure that the money is very well spent and that it will save lives. And so that's all I have to say. I want to again thank everyone for being here. All the proceeds of this settlement that Jill and I receive will go to the Lauren McCluskey Foundation and all of the activities that it supports. Our hope is that it will make the world better, and in specific, make the students across the country much safer. So thank you again.
Thank you.
We'll get your mask off.
As the Vice President of University Relations within ASU, or our student government here at the U, we are proud to let the media and public know that ASU will be joining the McCluskey family this afternoon at 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. on the McCarthy track to remember Lauren McCluskey and the lives of those lost to interpersonal violence by instilling a sense of hope and to create a more connected and inherently safer campus environment. We are encouraging students and members of the greater Utah community to stop by the track to take a lap around in memory of Lauren and those who have become victim to interpersonal violence, and to sign your name committing to Lauren's promise while adhering to the state's COVID guidelines. The promise is simple. I will listen to you and I will believe you if someone is threatening you. Please join us anytime this afternoon, and the sign-up may be found in advance using the Sign Up Genius link on the Lauren McCluskey Foundation's Facebook page. Thank you.
All right, that's all we've got. Thank you all. We're going to call Lindsay back into the building. Ayana, there may be, if you want to come back out, they may have questions about the